Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Out of the darkness you called me into your light. Give me the grace to praise you. You said no weapon fashioned against me will ever prosper, 'cause you were here beside me. You said out of my belly will flow the waters of life, 'cause you were here beside me. You said out of my belly will flow the waters of life, 'cause you were here. You give me that joy unspeakable.
Hello family, welcome back to our channel. It's Meet the Tolu Davids here again, coming to you this afternoon here. Today we're going to be talking about long distance relationship while you're dating or even in marriage, because a lot of people go through that while they're dating and a lot of people go through that in marriage. We met at church in Abuja, Nigeria. That day I was leading praise and worship. I sing in the church, by the way. So I was leading praise and worship. It was Thanksgiving Sunday, and he came in with his dad and was singing, and I saw him from the altar. I saw him. I'm like, he can join the youth group, because we were looking for a lot of youths in that church at that time. We had more adults than youths in the church. So I went to meet him at the end of the service to tell him to join us in the youth group and also in the choir, because he could sing very well.
We met First Creek Gospel Church, Lugbe 2 in Abuja, and my first time in church, and luckily it was a family Thanksgiving, and every other family I'd done there, but it was just for my family, and my dad said, "Oh, you're the music person, lead the song." And I led, and after the service, this beautiful young lady approached me. "Oh, we're happy to have you around. We don't mind you joining the youth, joining the choir." I said, whenever I'm in Abuja, I would always join them. And that was in 2006. And 2007, I returned to the church, joined the choir, and all that story is for some other time of things. Today is not how we met, it is about distance relationship. 2007 May, one of our choir members was getting wedded, and she happens to be one of the bridal trainer, and I happen to be the praise worship leader. And after all that, you know, now as a shy guy, could not talk to her one-on-one. I had to get home and call her after seeing her all day, but couldn't sleep that night, and I called her on the phone. "I love you." And she said, "I love you too."
Yes, it started we started out as friends. Okay, we met year 2006, and we became friends from then on. After we met till 2007 on one of our sisters' wedding. On that day, he called me on the phone and asked me out. So that was 2007, and we started dating from there. The following year, 2008, was when the real long distance relationship started, because the following year, 2008 April, was the year I came to United States, and then yes, things became real then, and we started the long distance relationship. Along the way I thought it was not going to last, but when God has ordained a relationship, a marriage, that's how it's going to be. And then when we got married in year 2014, we had 1 year long distance in marriage. 1 year was crazy, but at the end of the day, it came the following year. That was in 2000 and it came 2016. So 2015 we had nothing, we were just separate, we were always on the phone and everything. So 16 was when we came together as one.
If you should calculate 2007 to 2014 when we got married, yeah, exactly 7 years, because I can remember the last time I saw her was around November, December, and 2014 when we get married December, it was 7 years. The distant relationship, well, that is one cutting. Then for marriage it was a year, because she left around January, February 2015, and I came in February 2016. I came to the States 2016. That's a year. So imagine everything together, 8 years. No be small thing. I will be sincere with you, it's not easy. At some point, if I will be sincere with you, at some point I was almost compromising. At some point, because it's not easy. Yeah, we made all the calls, we did all the video calls, but you know, it can be like someone you've seen one-on-one.
I, for one, I love to communicate. I'm a communicator. So we were always calling each other, we would send text messages, we would do hangouts on the phone, we would do Skype and all that stuff. That was how we coped. You know, we're always seeing each other, like every day we talked. If we don't see each other on the video, on Hangout or Skype, we'll talk. So, and also I had to keep myself busy. I kept myself occupied in church. I was so much more involved in church. When they have a program, I'm there because I don't want to think so much. You know, I'll just go there. I'll be on the altar singing. You meet me everywhere. As long as it has to do with church, I'm there. You will see me there. So I got relevant in the church. I got fervent in my prayer life too. I coped that way. We would pray on the phone and everything. Our communication, sometimes it was shaky, because for like some weeks I would hear my husband's voice. At that time he was having his examinations. When he's having exam in school, then oh no, you can't disturb him. So, but most of the time we would talk, Skype, Hangout, you know, do videos and stuff. So sometimes I'll do voice note. When I don't have credit, I do voice note and I send it to him and everything. So that was how we communicated.
Communication, like I said, she did more of it. Boy, oh boy, it's not easy. When it comes to determination, man, she's strong. She calls. Not that at some point in time we had to rake for each other, vex. I can remember this night, I don't know what came over, and we raked for each other and we cut the phone, and I was angry, and that night I could not sleep. I was about calling her back, dialing a number, and she called, and I was like, I'm sorry, and she said, I'm sorry too. It was not easy. Communication was tough. When you're not seeing the person, you don't know what, it is very, very hard. It is very, very hard.
The distance was crazier in marriage than when we were dating, because you know, after the wedding and everything, we were closer than ever before. And then we had this 1 year distance, long distance. It was crazier than before because we already know each other in and out. We're already used to each other. We could not do without each other. So it was harder, but we were able to cope.
You know, the first part of our long distance relationship was we've not tasted the Adam's apple, and you know, you don't know what you're missing, and you understand. You can always what you've noticed, and you don't know what you're missing. But now that you've known, you've tasted and you know what you are missing. Oh God, Jesus Christ is Lord. That was even harder. I must tell you, the one directly or greater than the previous 7 years. It was hard. It was really hard, but all the same, I would say God sustained us, and what God says will be, will be.
The frustration, sometimes I'll be going through some things and I won't be able to like really voice out what I'm going through and make him see the expression on my face, like this is what I'm going through and I need prayers and stuff. So most of the time when I want people to, like, someone to really see my expression on my face, like what I'm really going through and how I'm really going through that thing, I just fall back on my mom. Like, Mom, this is what I'm going through. No, so him not being there for me to be able to, like, put my head on his shoulder and just have someone to cry upon, yeah, that was frustrating, so frustrating. And sometimes when I need help with something and it's not there, he's on the phone trying to help, but it's not like you having him around being able to actually help you do what you need help for. That was really frustrating.
Sometimes you need someone to talk to. Someone, when I mean someone, your best friend. Besides the other best friends I have, Moses and Israel, very naughty boys. All we know how to do is to yab each other. But sometimes you need some deep talks. How to plan your future. What do you think I can do? What do you think we can do? Even before you guys get married, you need to plan these things and you need to sit down. But the limitation is there. You guys can't see facial expressions. You don't know when that person is angry. You don't know when that person is serious or not serious. You understand? It's there, and you can't always be on call. You understand? You can't always be on call, but it was really frustrating.
It's not a lot of advantages, but the advantage is that it gets you closer than ever before. For me, it gets you closer than ever before with the man or the woman, because you want to really get to know him or her more. Like that was what was happening through during that time. I really wanted to just know more and ask him questions, what is going on and everything. But if you are courting or married to a godly man, of course he'll be honest with you with everything going on. So we got closer than ever before. We got closer in our spiritual life. We would pray together. We would talk about our dreams, our visions, everything. We got closer than ever before. So I would say that was the number one advantage of our long distance relationship. We wanted to know everything that's going on around us, everything that's going on with us also. So that was what helped us. That was one of the advantages of long distance that we had.
You can abstain. At least if you don't see the person you want to get down with, that's abstinence. If you don't see them, you don't you don't get there. So abstinence, that is one advantage of distance relationship. That's the only advantage I know. That is the only advantage I know. I can list a lot of it. I can list so many, but I'll just mention a few. One is sometimes you want to go take a prayer walk. I learned that you take a prayer walk with your destiny partner. That's what we call it. You take a prayer walk. You can't do that. Sometimes you will want to go for seminar. Or that you can't do that together. The moment you go all by yourself, like I said, sometimes you need to plan your sit down, break these things down, but you can't do that. Sometimes your flesh might want to take over you, and you see some other beautiful ladies out there, and man, when I mean facial, because I mean ladies, you know that these are also God material. You understand? And you are tempted to want to say God is saying something else. No, God is not saying something else. You're just seeing a very beautiful lady, I'm not meaning the facial or the shape structure. I mean beauty. Beauty is who you are, not what you look like. So that is what I mean by beautiful ladies.
Sometimes some people will be telling you some crazy stuff. Oh, you don't know what it's doing there, over there. People always talk. You don't know what he's doing there. Maybe he has a woman there. Oh, you didn't hear his voice for 2 weeks or 1 week. No, don't worry. People will be talking and everything, but you are the one that know what you want. You don't have to listen to them. I did not listen to them. Even before the relationship started, I had some friends who say, you don't know what's going on. You don't know what he's doing. No. Are you sure about this? I said, I know what God told me. And I had a covenant with God. So this is what God told me. And that's what I'm going to stick by. Not you, friends. God first. And God came through.
I can remember there was this sweet moments organized then. I guess that was around PSAM's tenure as the FSF futsal branch. We were there was this program, Sweet Moments, and I can remember Pastor Araba Connie. She was the speaker for that day, and she was talking about distance. She was talking about relationship, and she was saying if your relationship is more than 3 years, then there's something wrong. It must not be less than 6 months, and it must not be more than 3 years. And I know as at then my relationship was about 5-6 years, and I approached her and I said, ma, you said the relationship should not be more than 3 years. Mine is about 5-6 years. And she said, where's the lady? I said, she's in the States. Oh, she said you guys are into a distant relationship. She said it's okay as long as you guys are not together, because the moment you guys are seeing each other like one-on-one for about 3 years, 4 years, there's no how you won't be tempted to do the stuff that you're not allowed to do, you're not certified to do at that moment. And I must be sincere with you, it was not easy. It was not easy, and that reminds me of the story of a friend of mine too that was into a distance. The distance was between Ondo to Abuja, and they were very good couples together. And all of a sudden we met in a youth camp, and I asked my friend, I asked the lady, and said, the guy said he's no more interested, and probably he's seeing some other lady while serving. And I was like, and how do you handle that? And she said one thing I would never forget. She said, if it's mine, come back to me. And I was telling you, even till date, they're married and they're with a kid so far that I know. And whenever I see these guys, I always say this is a relationship meant to be. And that is what it's like when every relationship is meant to be, no matter how stupid the guy may act. That is for the ladies. I'm just saying this to the ladies. No matter how stupid the guy may act, because I must be sincere, at some point I acted stupid too. If God, you guys are going to be, you're going to be.
Let's be prayerful. Pray. That's all. Most of the things I did. Pray. Number one, pray. Mostly together. Number two, occupy yourself. If you're working, occupy yourself with work and also with church. That really helped me. When they're having marriage seminar somewhere, I'm there, because I want to know more about how my marriage can be sweet, can be blissful and everything before it comes around. Attend marriage seminars, attend church programs, occupy yourself. Communication. Don't ever neglect communication. Don't wait for the man to call you first. No, I did not do that. If I don't hear his voice for 4-5 hours in a day, I would call him first. I don't wait for him to call me, no, or for him to do the video hangout first, or the Skype. No, when I need to talk to him right away, I pick up my phone, I call him. Oh yeah, I need you. I need to talk to you. I have gist for you. So that, don't wait for the other person. And when the other person needs help, whether be it financial help, be it spiritual help, whatever help it is, don't hesitate to help. You need to, because at the end of the day, when you get married or when you're in the marriage, you'll be helpmates. So that's the advice for me. Don't wait for the other person to do the needful.
Don't let it be too long. Distance relationship is good. help you stay away for something, but I wouldn't advise you to let it be too long like ours. Ours, we're lucky God was involved. We had challenges along the way, but I cannot advise you to go that long, a distant relationship. I wouldn't advise you to do that, but for those who can, please take to my advice. For those who cannot do distance relationship, please don't do it. And if you can do distance relationship, don't stay too long in a relationship. Like Pastor Mrs. Araba said, it is within 6 months to 3 years. Anything beyond that, and there's something else involved, please stay safe. When I mean stay safe, I don't mean sexual transmitted disease. Secure your heart, protect your soul. This is important. Thank you. Thanks for watching this video with us. It's nice meeting you again, and we are the Tolu Davids.
We are the Tolu Davids.
Please don't forget to subscribe. It is important.
Yes.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel and like, comment, request, suggest. I will be there with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, you give me that joy.